The same thing, the inyan of a bar mitzvah. Why is it that a bar mitzvah and siyum stand out, that an oval, after shloshim, during the Yud Beis Chodesh, is permitted to go only to these two meals, a siyum and a bar mitzvah? The answer is because these two meals, more than any other Sudas mitzvah, chasna is a bigger mitzvah than a bar mitzvah. But as far as it being b'tachbula is tasa l'chama l'chama, as it being a suda, a sense of celebration, of partying, which gives the Baal Simcha a chizuk in learning, or strength in kiyum ha-mitzvahs, nothing has the potential as a siyum or a bar mitzvah. Abaye says in Masechta Shabbos, Tisili, my great schar is that whenever a Talmud in the yeshiva finished the Masechta, I would make him a siyum. Abaye, the Rosh Yeshiva, made sure a Talmud finished the Masechta to make him a siyum. And the Rishonim explain why. Because that gives chizuk for those others who watch him and want to make the siyum themselves. And it gives a chizuk to the Baal Simcha to do it again. And it's certainly that way the bar mitzvah bacha. That's why if the bar mitzvah is not on the day of the bar mitzvah, you have to do something else to give the bar mitzvah bacha the sense of bar mitzvah. If someone else says a drasha, that's not good enough for the bar mitzvah bacha. You know, if you're ever by a bar mitzvah, it's very amusing to watch. Gets up the zayda, or sometimes the father, or someone else, and he says, I'm addressing myself to the bar mitzvah bacha. Look at the bar mitzvah bacha. He's busy slipping an ice cube down his friend's back, or mushing something up in his plate. It's very interesting. I have the habit of always looking. All these people who are addressing the bar mitzvah bacha, it's a rare bar mitzvah bacha indeed that's listening. To give the bar mitzvah bacha some seriousness, look at him when he goes up to speak. That's different. There's a certain sense of responsibility which you're trying to give the bar mitzvah bacha. So if it's not on the bar mitzvah day, the bar mitzvah bacha has to darshan. It has to be that this Suda is somehow being mechazik him, giving him a chizuk. And that's the centrality of Suda's mitzvah in general in halacha. Why it's so important? Because after all, our sense, our drive to eat is a very strong drive. It's that way with everybody. We have a constant or nearly constant drive to eat something. It has to be used the right way. It has to be used in a way that helps, that does something for someone. In halacha, we find that there's a kler, there's a safek in the Gemara, Chulin Daf Kuf Gimel Amid Beis, how to define eating. What constitutes eating? Now, eating, if it wouldn't be a Gemara, you'd say I'm being too picky, but it's a Gemara. It has three possibilities. One is hanas hapeh. When you chew food, you enjoy it. Is that eating? If you chew something and spit it out, does that mean you ate? If someone eats chazer, chews it and spits it out, is that achila? Hanas hagarai, the enjoyment of swallowing, is the second possibility in the Gemara. And the third possibility is hanas me'ayim, the sense of satisfaction in the stomach after one eats. What constitutes achila? The Gemara's maskana, according to Rabbi Yochanan, whom we follow, is that achila is hanas hagarai. And he's talking about eating things that are treif, that are non-kosher. The aveira comes in the pleasure of the throat. The Gemara says a nafkamina. If somebody were to eat a half a kazayis of chazer, swallow it, he ate half a kazayis, is not over, and then regurgitate, vomit it back up, and then eat it again, so the Gemara says he'd be chayiv. In his stomach, he only had to